How it do, how it be, how it is. Welcome in and welcome back. Very excited to have you all back here for Windfall. Very excited. I'm SirFeffers. Thank you for being here. To get it out of the way, we have a YouTube. If you want to get caught up on the 3 campaigns that we stream weekly, go over to Jake and Feffers. We're also working on some exclusive content over there. And if you want to join our community, well, that'd be cool. Feel free to hit up the Discord. Last we left off, the party is hunting one Luant, the strange manager who went missing when Jeremy was brutally skinned in the Mirror's Mark, which is a gambling house that belongs to Shiny Connor, one of the 3 big crime bosses of Windfall. The party is currently, the names are off. Oh, I forgot to check the names. I knew I was forgetting something. I'll sort that in 2 seconds. Give me a second. Let me finish my thing. The party has a cat. They named him Fart. And they found a strange mirror in the apartment of the missing manager Luant. Found a couple of ticket stubs, likely headed towards Bitter Post. This mirror had an illusion on it that showed the room as it was when the illusion was cast. By the time the party had come into the mix, the room was slightly dusty and been abandoned for some time. And the other thing of note was that Stonks did not show up in the mirror, in the illusion. But once they dispelled the illusion, Stonks did reappear, as well as all of these strange little cracked pieces in the mirror. The cat pulling out this little hammer to show you guys. It looks like Luant was tapping on various places and words would form. Yes, no, soon, now, prove yourself, Bitter Post, gate. So with that and the ticket stubs, the party is gearing up to leave the capital of Windfall and make their way towards Yester's hometown of Bitter Post. Let me throw it over to Yester in this time, talk a little bit about himself, about his character, puppeteer that runs Yester, and he'll pass it on to somebody else and we'll get going.
What up? My name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok under the exact same name. I am playing Yester Hawthorne. Yester is excited to go back home, but is a little nervous because he knows that his mom kind of runs the big saloon type situation, brothel house there, and if the Mirror's Mark was what was hit previously, he is worried for his mother's safety and all of his sisters, which is what he calls the other workers there. So he is very much hoping that they're safe, and hoping as well that the town is more or less still running, because, you know, he wishes well after Stonks took him to become a stock trader, I guess. Passed it off to Stonks.
Hi. What's up, everyone? I'm Taco. I play Stonks. Currently a skeleton, always a skeleton. Wasn't in the mirror. That's all he's got. It was a lonely day without Luna last week.
It's true.
That's it, Luna. Welcome back. You go.
Hi, LunaWolfSpirit. I'm alive. Sia doesn't have a lot. She's in limbo last session. It's fine. Didn't have a say in the cat naming, but it's okay.
What would you have gone for if not Fart? Because Fart is clearly optimal, you know?
I don't know.
Also an
said
acronym.
in that silence.
Oh, it's an acronym too.
It is, yeah. Yeah, do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Beeline Adventuring Reconnaissance Tabby.
Nope, that works. I like that now.
Now she's on board.
Just need to sit with it a bit. Just need to sit with it.
Let it go.
I should have known. Gonna pass it to Jean.
Yo, I'm Jared and/or Gene. Yeah, I don't really have much to add at this point. Just see what happens. Is everybody gone?
Jake needs to go.
Hello, I'm CritFailJake. And you can find me on TikTok and Instagram. I play Dodger, who is low-key very excited to go on a train because choo-choo and all that. Surely nothing bad will happen. Right?
Yeah.
Side eye.
So, that's all I got.
All right.
You too. Ooh.
Stonks, the only other thing to touch on as far as recap goes is Shiny Connor had a vested interest in discovering how those trains worked. As an artificer, he's baffled by it, which is saying something.
Not gonna lie, completely forgot I talked to him.
Why I brought it up. You also clued him in on the government needing diamonds, and he explained that he had sent Yester's father out to a dwarven ruin in the Shifting Pales in the search for diamonds, and Yester's father suffered heavy losses and was unsuccessful. All right.
Do we want to address the war thing that Stonks put into the universe?
We can address that, yeah.
Okay.
Because that was technically a error in that when you were talking to the Baron, the leader of Windfall, you said the Baron was like, oh, well, we need diamonds badly, but the dwarves won't talk to us. We need to make that happen. Because I don't want to import it from overseas. And you said blood diamonds, and I didn't remember what that meant at the time. So the Baron was like, yeah, blood diamonds.
Yeah, Stonks thought we were about to invade dwarven lands.
And that's
for
not
diamonds.
actually the case, because A, the Baron wouldn't. And B, the Baron doesn't even have like a standing army or anything like that on hand. That's why people like Yester's father exist. That's very squeaky. Just the land, the law of the land heavily relies on mercenary bands.
So anyways, I didn't tell Connor we were going to go to war.
Okay, cool. I like that. Okay. The party steps out of this mad trapped house that belonged to Lewin, needing to stay hot on the trail while it's still, before it can go cold. But is there anything else the party wants to touch on before leaving the capital? Okay.
I think we're good.
All right.
There was no one else we had to talk to, right?
Pretty sure we're.
The only thing
We had a totally different side quest, but that's something we'll have to address later.
Yeah, we could go to Kraken's Rest or whatever, but that's like later. I think the Bitter Post thing is probably more pressing, considering we're chasing a fugitive.
Nope. I got campaigns mixed up. I was thinking about George's character from Tuesday, but I had to talk to him before we left.
Okay, so the party begins moving their way through the Silver District. The oddest thing happens. You guys have never seen this before, but there is this strange creature in the sky, and it's very, very high up. And other people start seeing it and pointing it out and looking at it and kind of exclamations. And from what you can tell, just by the size of it and how far away it is, it's colossal. Make some perception checks for me.
My dice are actually
Holy
ready
shit.
today.
That's a nat 20 for me, so a 21 total.
21.
Starting strong.
7 for me.
Okay,
And
it's
I'm
a
pretty
dot.
sure it's a spy balloon.
16 for me.
16.
I rolled a 2,
2.
so 12.
You're not even looking up. Oh, well, 12 is fine.
I rolled a 2, but it's a 6.
Jean's wide-brimmed hat.
Yes, sir. You recognize this creature as supposedly extinct. It is a it is a strange, gentle whale-like creature. Maybe closer to almost like a dinosaur in features, but known to have gone extinct due to their gentle nature. They were easily preyed upon by other natural predators. Okay.
God damn. That. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Stonks, what do you make of a prehistoric dinosaur whale?
What?
That up
That's
there
a
is
bird.
That ain't no goddamn bird, Stonks.
Hey,
That thing
I
in
saw
your
it.
eye is a bird.
one, I don't have eyes.
Yo,
I have
suck
a bird.
it.
Peck.
But I
Heard
looked
a
up
good
at
song about that once. Flying whales, like arrows in the sky. Can't believe my eyes.
God, whatever, Stonks, you make me sad. I keep.
So you get pickpocketed again. I'm kidding.
I swear to God. When will these
I will burn
rapscallions
this
learn?
place to the ground.
I guess
I will start
I'd
hiding
like to ask,
pickpockets
is
in
this
every
at all
thumbnail.
normal?
The pickpocketing?
Flying whale.
Oh, the flying
No,
whale.
the flying whale.
This is
No, no.
unusual. And
Okay, yeah.
and will likely be seen as a good omen.
Good? Good?
Yeah, there's a peaceful whale that used to be extinct.
Okay, so okay.
This
It's
is like
a
the pandas
prehistoric
started having
flying
sex
whale
again
thing.
news.
God damn, I can't believe they started having sex again.
That's great.
Good job. Good job for getting it on.
It might be a
Pandas got
product
taken
of
off the endangered
industrialization
list.
that unfroze out of a glacier somewhere.
Global warming, industrialization. Industrialization and its consequences.
All right, you guys head to the train station. You step into a large building, and you have to get in line. This place is teeming with people. The capital of Windfall is a very busy and pressing area, but this takes the cake. You are constantly having to move through people and being bumped into people. Oh, sorry, stuff, people moving forward. And it's just they clearly did not build this building with any fire regulation in mind. And it's just packed with people trying to get on the train, people trying to get off the train, trying to get their luggage. And you can see down by the back of the train all the horses that have their individual little stalls. And a little farther up, you can see a strange, almost honeycomb-looking train car, or a train car made of multiple honeycomb-looking things. And you can see the more wealthier individuals going up and hitting and activating one of the honeycombs and getting 2 horses that just materialize out of it, and their various backpacks and stuff like that, and their luggage. It seems that there is a bunch of different options that Lord Ramus put into effect for making it affordable for everyone, albeit cramped, but also the ability to pay extra for luxury. One of the train cars amongst the communal areas where all the people go is very nice looking. Very shiny with like a red metal, whereas the rest are just kind of gunmetals, silver and black. Who's buying the tickets? Who gets to the front of the line? Oh, go
You're
ahead.
saying the outside of the cars are colored differently?
Yeah, with one of the cars is very luxurious looking.
So everyone knows which car to go to rob. Good design. Good design.
Mm-hmm. Might as well have a target painted on the side of it.
And that's why it's red. That is the target.
Yeah.
Everyone in here is loaded.
I'll go up to the ticket master.
Okay, dude looks up and goes, "Yeah, okay, all right, hi, how you doing? looks for.
Okay, never mind.
Is your
Nope.
necromancing master
I
here?
turn around. Yep, he's right here. I push Yester forward. He can't handle it. Your turn.
All right.
Sir?
Don't mind my skeletal friend. He's actually 100% sentient, and it is
I bonk Yester on the back of the head. You are not my master.
Anyway, please don't mind the skeleton. We do have to pay for him. He's actually the one who owns the money. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tickets and a cat.
All right. And any horses?
Nay.
Ha! It's a good joke.
Dude gives you the. Do you realize how many times someone has made that joke to me today? Look.
Well, if it doesn't scan, it must be free.
Well, we've got a couple of options if you're looking to simply pass the time and make your way as cheaply as possible. It'll be a single gold for a seat.
A single gold all the way to Bitter Post. Damn, this is cheap.
That's the idea, sir. And if you would like to have access to the suite, where there's a bar and more room, that would be 100 gold each.
Ah.
Why might they got jacuzzis in them suites or no?
They do
Any
have
heart-shaped
showers
tubs?
and the like, but I don't believe we have any bodies of water, sir.
Right, shame.
I'll make a note of it, sir.
I do so love to soak my bones.
Freaks me
What
out.
do you think, Stonks? You're the one with the money.
No, it's so overpriced.
I agree.
Yeah, there is absolutely no point in
Yeah.
doing first class. Sorry, is that,
Dodger slowly starts
is
putting
that
his
a-
money pouch away. Before he even notices, he was like, yeah.
All right, that'll be 5 of the regular standard, please.
Excellent. And am I to understand you guys don't have horses with you? Aside
Why
from
would we need-
Stonks with his obsidian
Stonks
steed, you guys came in on
Leans
horses.
forward.
Oh, did we?
Did
Oh,
we?
then we'll bring our
Yeah.
horses. I guess I forgot that we had them. Yeah.
No, do we get horses?
Actually,
You guys started with horses.
What? The whole time?
Bring in the
You guys
horse.
made a point of being like, "Don't kill our fucking horses," and I was like,
That's true.
"Okay."
5 horses then, please.
Wouldn't know.
Excellent. That
What?
will be 5 gold each for a stall.
Stonks.
Per horse?
Per horse, yes.
Well, I don't have one.
Well,
For
then
one.
you're good to go.
All right, sorry, 4. My apologies.
That'd
I
be
just
40
put
gold,
this
sir.
one in a bag whenever we're riding.
I hand him 19 gold.
The math isn't exactly adding up here, sir.
Oh, my apologies. You just forgot. I put one of my gold. He's
I take
bad
that
at count.
gold.
He's bad.
Where,
I put it back.
Okay, so
He's
got
really
4
bad
horses,
at counting.
10 gold each. That's 40 gold, and then
You
5.
said
said
5
5
gold.
gold.
You said 5
Sorry.
gold.
Said
Oh,
five.
okay. That makes more
Hence
sense.
why 19.
That makes more sense. Okay, cool. My bad.
You trying to pull a fast one?
No, I'm just stupid.
You try.
Do you want to be a skeleton boy?
Looks at his notes. No, I don't know what to do. All of his training cue cards.
This wasn't in the sales script.
We don't have one for necromancers. He takes the money and then hands each of you a ticket, and then gestures behind him where people are kind of packing in.
We pack in.
All right.
Nice, I guess.
Your horses are guided to their individual stalls near the back.
Would we be more comfortable going with the horses? They get their own stall.
no, absolutely not. How long is this trip?
That might be
Days
right
and
for you, Mike.
days.
You can
Oh,
smell.
days? Never mind.
Days?
Days and days.
And
Some
days.
slow trains.
Guess it's a really long distance. But yeah,
Alright,
days
maybe
and
we should
days
have gotten the first.
up next to heckin' horse. No.
Is there like a business? Like a business class?
There are rooms that you can rent to sleep in, and they market those once you're on the train.
Okay.
So you
Please tell me
guys,
that you've had this like set up, at least like actual old timey stuff where they they're cabins and we're not airplane seating like a modern train?
No, it is like cabins.
Okay.
Kind of.
I hope it's airplane seating. I hope it's standing room.
Yeah, everyone's
I went on a
just,
train, that
it's a
was the
subway
biggest
for
letdown.
days where you just have to
Funny,
kind
it was
of
airplane
hold on to
seating.
the thing. All right, so you guys managed to cram yourselves in, and it is uncomfy. You've got multiple people. You're all kind of it is the party does find themselves sitting kind of across from each other, you know, kind of looking at each other. The singular open seat at y'all's little booth, if you will, is taken up by a very old lady who kind of she kind of sits down and takes out her teeth and puts blinders over her eyes and goes right to sleep and starts drooling on Sia's shoulder. Your knees are all touching. It's very, very cramped. Anything you guys want to do before we set off?
Any of y'all know tricks to not go insane?
Now.
Well, Stonks wouldn't. I tend to sing a little ditty. But that would probably get annoying to y'all. And would actually increase your insanity. At the expense of my good health, in all fairness, but...
I guess really the trick is to just sleep as much. Ooh, does anybody have the spell sleep?
I might. For a moment. I flip open. I scratch my head. Trying to remember if it's one of my wizard spells or one of my other spells. You know, now that you mention it, I actually goddamn do.
Well, I will let you know if I'm having trouble. Otherwise, I'll freaking lean back. Chin sleep
All right. Oops.
for the moment.
There we go. All right. Stepping back into the Western theme, and I love it. So, who would like to roll the first D100? Oh, sorry, D20.
I do it.
Okay, Jake, go. Do it.
How fast do these trains go?
7.
Okay.
They go 7.
Okay. So interesting question. Each train car, of which there's like 40, not all of them are passenger cars, has a mechanic of some kind by the door, who also has a bell on the wall next to him. In this case, the person, once the train starts up, he looks very attentive, and you guys hear this. What we would expect generally would be like, oh, it's a coal engine or something like that, and okay, you hear it chug and start booting up. But instead, in this case, you hear a boom, and the train does not slowly pick up speed. It vaults forward and just starts wilding, going crazy fast. Out of nowhere, you hear exclamations of people. The old lady wakes up, yeah, I'm blind, you know, starts looking around, and she grabs a hold of Sia and like is just crushing her into the wall by the window. Very strange sound that you've not heard before. Once it gets going, the engineer sits back. You can see that he's got some kind of panel on the floor, with like a metal plating down, and he's got a key to. And he kind of sits back and cracks open a book. You've got the doors that allow you to move forward to another car or behind another car. It's incredibly loud and incredibly packed. that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Very fast.
Immediately, you are out of the capital of the city, moving upwards onto the banks, and you see the railroad that you actually walked along at the beginning of this campaign up here. You pass after a couple of hours only. You pass by Red Mine, which is where you met Shiny Connor. With a 7. Dodger. You're sitting there, trying not to go bonkers, watching the scenic view pass by, and excuse me, what's that? And you look over, and it's a cleric of some kind, with to a religion you don't recognize. The sigildry and the talisman, none of it is familiar to. It is a lizard folk, kind of tan with black flecks, all kind of buffered down by sand, very smooth. And he goes, "I'm terribly sorry to be interrupting you." And he kind of crouches down to get a little eye level with you. He goes, "I was wondering if you would be willing to make a donation in exchange for the blessing of my god. Maybe I can."
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
There's a pop of gold in there. I don't know.
All right, Papa Golden there. All right. He goes, "Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much." And he focuses, and you watch as the scales kind of don't change color or change or camouflage or anything like that, but the scales themselves seem to shift as he's praying. And you have inspiration. He goes, "Thank you very much. What's your name, sir?"
Call me Dodger.
Dodger. It's very nice to meet you. You can call me Ice. It's the language is very weird to pronounce. Ice or something like that. It's more consonant than vowel.
What? Isaac? All right. Nice to meet you, Isaac.
All right. Well, thank you. He does hit you with some dogma about the egg.
Oh God! It's a Scientologist.
But have you heard of the corner?
No matter where you are, it will follow you, and it will get you. There's always another corner to be around.
Sometimes you'll never even know where it is.
But there's always something around another corner.
I forgot about that thumbnail.
You have a blessed day, all right?
You as well. And he starts like shuffling his way through the crowd, and everything suddenly gets very loud as he opens the door to the next cabin down and moves through.
What a nice fella.
I mean, I hope he wasn't a scammer, just trying to, make his way through.
I don't know what he did, but I feel it. Feel all sorts of blessed.
Could I do it? I mean, it wasn't bless. I've seen that one in action back in my hometown. I actually used to. I used to know that spell, but I got rid of it because I wanted Bane instead. Either way, could I do an Arcana check to see maybe figure out where the magic is actually coming from? If it was like
sure.
a magic
To see if it was something else, like a con of some kind.
Yeah. That is a 17.
17. It was a clerical blessing of some kind. There was no shenanigans there to be seen.
All right, that egg might be true. I still have faith in the corner.
That awkward moment when you realize that not everyone is out to get you all the time. And you're like, wait, what?
We were pickpocketed by an absurd number of children.
All right.
Every kid out there was not playing with their like wheeling stick. They were stealing pickpockets.
Okay. Let me double check something real quick. What's something that the party does to pass the time?
Is it just us and Grandma in here, or are there like more?
No,
people?
there is no privacy. It's directly on the other side is another booth of crammed people, and there's people behind you and in front of you, like you're sharing the same seat back as someone else.
Yeah.
I am gonna take out a playing card set.
Okay.
I'm down.
And all right. I guess Gene and I will play. What should we play? Go fish.
Let's
Poker?
play a heckin' game of speed. Just start slapping
Speed.
knees.
You start slapping cards down. Hell yeah. Should we do a sleight of hand check versus each other?
Sure.
Oh, my
Yeah,
dex
that's
is
good.
not great.
I like that.
Because I have the tool. Oh wait, that's just the tools that I own, not the proficiency. Never mind. I just own the tools. That's
It's
a
just a
12.
Ooh, 15.
Okay.
Damn, I'm slow today.
I definitely have a +0, so.
I'm like, I wasn't warmed up. That's bullshit. That's not fair.
Sure, yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
put some money on it.
How much do I?
Not with the train rocking.
Oh, you are what we would call a chicken.
Oh,
You are a wee little baby, rocked from the cradle, freshly hatched.
mm-hmm.
I put 1 gold.
Oh, I see. That's. I'll put 1 gold, 1 silver.
Oh.
Dodger will be watching as he tinkers with the spider.
Hiya! Okay, it's a 14. 10 plus 4.
That's a 7.
Ha! All right, game's over.
Oh, no. Nuh-uh.
I think Gene and Yester will continue playing cards.
Okay.
Yeah,
For
Um,
the remainder
yeah.
of this trip.
At least for a while.
Yes,
Till
Doctor.
someone interrupts.
I have a very important question about the science of magic and vehicles.
Okay. I'll do my best.
So, this is gonna be a head scratcher.
Okay.
Okay. So we all know that inertia exists here in like our world,
Mhm.
right? Like if you're driving in a car and you're sitting in the front seat and you like toss up a tennis ball, it's not gonna just like slam into the back window because it's moving with you, right?
Right.
Okay. Here's where I have a really important question.
Okay.
Vehicles, aka this train plus pocket dimensions. Let's say we're in this train and I cast rope trick. Does it stay?
I don't think.
Does it inertia with us, or does
I
it just
don't think it stays because you
Not an
anchor it
object.
to a point in the sky that is not moving.
Yeah.
If you were to throw, if you were to throw,
Is it not attached to the rope?
the rope comes down out of the
space.
point. Now, if you were to take the hole in the ground magic item and throw that on the ground, that would probably stay.
Okay.
As
Well, let me
to
double
to,
check
to
this
muddy
rope
the
trick.
waters a bit.
Hang
To
on,
muddy the
you're interrupting,
waters.
Jake.
Oh, sorry.
The rope is part of the spell components, so the rope doesn't come out of the hole. You need the rope
Yeah.
to make the
Oh,
spell. It rises into the air,
Yeah.
and then
I'm not specifically asking about rope trick because anything
Right.
with a pocket dimension kind of raises this issue, like Mordenkainen's like mansion and all of that. Also, what if I just casted tiny hut in here? Would I implode the train as the entire train slams into the tiny hut? Like,
but in the case of rope trick, the space can be reached by climbing to the top of the rope. So it is attached to the rope, which would be in the train, which I think that one in this case would work on the train.
Unless it broke the rope.
It depends as well. Is the planet moving?
No, we're title locked.
Because if the planet isn't, if that's the case, the planet would be moving, and then it would, as soon as you cast it, it would disappear into space as we flew millions of kilometers. This is to muddy the water to be a dick. That is all.
I think these are important questions, Stonks, and you don't have any answers until you try it.
Okay, cool. Hopefully I don't destroy the train. That is all.
All right. Okay.
Jeff, you won't have to derail us. Stonks will do it for you.
You're right. Okay, let's head over to the map real quick.
It could also give us a really good, like, get out of dodge option if I have something that can just, like, pop us into a pocket dimension, like, instant, and then we go, boop, and then the train keeps going, and then we go, boop, and we're not on the train anymore. We're where the train was. However long ago before we come out.
Oh, that would be funny because if anyone's like, "This is a robbery," banishment, and then unbanish them, they are now outside the train.
All right. You guys are moving along, and the train, nightfall starts to get darker outside as night comes down. Someone comes by and starts checking tickets. No food is provided. That is something that everyone has to kind of ration out themselves. See ya. Old grandma kind of looks up and goes, "When's the food? When's the food coming being served? When's the?" And she clearly did not prepare for this or have any notion that she was supposed to bring her own rations.
Why, ma'am,
Huh?
I don't believe that they have food on here, but if you need something, I can share my rations with you.
Oh, I don't want to impose.
No, I'm fine with sharing.
Oh yeah. The rest of you look as she kind of breaks up her rations and she kind of has to gum on it a little bit, but she manages to get it down. The party does not find sleep easily. Jean, to touch on something you were concerned about. There's a kid crying nearby. Your senses are of trying to keep up with an ambush are going crazy because it's so confined. Jean, you especially don't find sleep easily.
Yes, sir. Remember how we talked? It's time.
Yep, I'm just look. I'm also just checking something. You are a big fella. This works on little fellas, so I need to make sure that this is good enough stuff for you.
Approximately how many times do I have to stab myself in the chest for this to work?
Go to sleep.
I'm looking. How many hit points you got?
If I were to rate it out of 100%, it'd be about a 97%.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense. That's not how math works.
97. I'm just making sure I'm doing my math right on this because this is about to be a lot of effort.
It's not worth that much.
Well, it's just like
We just move on.
I can put asleep 67 hit points worth of a person.
Worth a
I would have to stab myself quite a bit.
Could we say that if I spend max level and because he's willing, we can just knock him unconscious?
No, unfortunately. But as you're kind of realizing that, we're buckling in for a rough night, there's a gentle touch on your shoulder, yes, sir.
Mhm.
And you look over, and a well-dressed, yoked, large individual. Nice shoes. You look down and you notice the shoes first. Very nice shoes, not made for running. Baggy pants. You don't see any weapons, and you finally get up to the top, and it's this very handsome face, as if this bruiser has never like been in a proper knife fight. You know what I mean? And he goes, Serafina Capello extends an offer for you to join her in the premium coach.
For all of
So-
us? Well, that's mighty fine.
Indeed, sir. If you would follow me.
I look
What
to
a
the
nice
party.
lady.
All right.
Good, everybody.
Right.
Might as well.
Hi. How long is
sleeping
this
here
journey?
anyway.
How long is this journey supposed to be?
Days and days. But you also will be making stops here and there.
I give the grandma 4 of my rations.
Thank you. And she kind of
Good.
roots around and finds a copper piece and hands it to you.
Well, this is mighty nice of you. Thank you.
I give the grandma all of my food because I don't eat.
Do you have food then, by that argument? But
I mean, I have. It's in my adventurer's pack.
Never used rations from years and years ago that still
His
are
first
good.
adventuring pack from 4,000 years ago.
Yep.
It's just the rations are just dust. It's just sawdust.
Just like you.
She goes. She takes it and looks up at you and goes. She's kind of blind. You're a handsome young man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, he is. Stop. Let's go.
You begin making your way through multiple train cars. At one point, you pass a retinue of soldiers, who have an individual in their custody. The person has like a muzzle on and is straight jacketed. And there are 6 dudes chilling with him, all just kind of keeping an eye out. And he's ironically the only dude who's got leg room in this train, because everyone's staying well clear of him. And the guards all kind of watch the bruiser walk past, and then they all kind of watch you guys, especially Stonks. They are armed, and amongst all of these commoners, by comparison, these dudes look like they can scrap. You find yourself. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do any of them look somewhat familiar, wearing any insignia that we recognize at all, or they just go like state guards?
Make a perception check, because again, jostling. It's the dead of night. Kind of hard.
Fair. Yes, they're also a little short-sighted. That's a 6.
6. Adeline greens, implying maybe the house of Lord Ramus. Could just be people wearing green.
I see.
Okay, you get to the train car where you find 2 more very large individuals. One of them just seated in front of the door to the premium car. The other one with his head down, his hat's kind of down, kind of leaning up, nodding off a bit. But the one sitting at his post looks up and goes, 5 of them. 5 of them. All right. And he kind of gets out of the way. and you guys have to again go through the wildly loud in between car space of the outdoors before finding yourselves inside the very, very nice premium car. There's a couple of sofas that are bolted down. There's a couple of booths that have curtains for privacy. There are 3 individuals, 2 of which are at the bar, kind of chatting amiably, smoking. One of them smoking a pipe. The third one being Serafina Capello, who is awaiting expectantly, sitting on one of the sofas. And she goes, "Finally. Yes, sir. It would behoove a member who carries the ivory thread to keep up certain appearances, no?" And she smiles.
I say, I'm Serafina Capello. Take my
Yes,
hat off.
darling.
With all due respect, I do not find your, how do I put this? Upper class sneering?
Elitism, dear.
Yes, at all amiable.
Noted.
So, I come from Bitter Post. My mother is a respectable escort. My sisters are all respectable escorts. I come from a line of respectable escorts. But to call what we do to save money on the ends, that's bullshit. I refuse to. I appreciate the reaching out.
Please sit, dear.
Your pain. That's all.
Understandable. The rest of you, please help yourselves. And she begins to go on. I'll get to that in a second. She begins to go on about, now you are a member of the Ivory Thread. It would do you well to. You gotta respect the Ivory Thread itself, you know, and stuff like that. Don't water down the status of the Ivory Thread. And she's going on a bit about it. The rest of you, find that this room has a bar. And the drinks are moving on their own, and at first you think, oh, there's some kind of living items or something like that, awakened items doing this. But upon moving into the room itself, you see that there is actually an invisible person of some kind at the bar, conversing. And in the mirror behind him, you can see him. So you see a very well-dressed, the back of a very well-dressed individual, vest, dress shoes, slacks, gloved hands, a folded cap, kind of salt and pepper hair, politely mixing drinks, and you hear, "Hello and welcome. Please help yourselves. What can I do for you? What can I get you?"
Have you ever killed anyone?
"I don't recall ever having murdered anyone, no, sir. Am I to understand that you are Stonks? I've read about you. Please, please."
Okay. Stonks sits down at the bar, but Stonks has been lack of nose in his spell book for like since we've gotten on the train.
Okay.
And is reveling in the fact that, dear God, Feff, there are so many fucking ways I can break this train.
I know. I know.
There are so many things that I can just be like, oh, it's here. It's immovable and it's indestructible.
Taco, you're not the only one who has had this revelation.
You know, just said anything you can do, I can do better.
Stonks is definitely, while sitting at the bar, gonna start like quietly casting cantrips, or attempting to, and like different levels of magic to feel out what, if any, protections there are against me from
Okay.
nuking the train.
Okay, you do that. What's everyone else doing? as he's experimenting, and
I'll also
Yester is
sit at the
getting kind of word vomited at.
I'll also sit at the bar, but like a whole seat away from Stonks, just in case.
You hear the individual, and you hear an elbow hit the counter, and go, what can I get you?
You got whiskey?
Of course,
That's
sir.
the thing that cowboys order. I'll take one of those. Whiskey, please.
Absolutely. He starts preparing that, and you can see he makes a point of never showing his face, not in any suspicious way necessarily, just kind of in that sitcom you never get to see this dude's face kind of way. as he begins preparing your drink for you. Eventually you watch the glass float up, and do whatever specifications you give, he tries his best to accommodate, and you have a shot of whiskey.
Your employer must trust you implicitly.
Well, it's a funny story. My name is Bastion, by the way. It was a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Gene.
Roll credits.
I am a ghost. I'm an apparition. I live in this tavern, now made a train car.
You're right, that is an interesting story.
Thank you. I am very excited to meet many interesting people and see the sights of this land.
And I can say I've met a ghost, so we've both got something out of this.
He dinks your glass with the one he's polishing. Looks over to Dodger. Good job. What can I get you?
I'll have what he's having.
Indeed, sir. My lady?
Jeff
For the
reminded
second-
me that meat isn't the norm. Dang it.
For the sake of making this easy, I have the same thing.
3 shots laid out. Yester. She kind of finally winds down on the spiel, and then she kind of leans back expectantly.
Oh. You finished?
Yes.
Why did you become a member of the Myriad with your ivory thread?
Status.
I did it because I love music, and I was told I'd be good at it. Apparently, we do not appreciate the same things.
You have quite a distaste for me.
I do, because I do not like elitist fucks who think they're better than me for no other reason than being, I don't know, grander,
My dear,
louder.
when did I ever say that I was better than you?
When you brought me up here and gave me one long ass don't think I don't understand you political types. You know how many governors, politicals, older folks, they come and visit my mother?
No.
You know how many times I have watched some hoity-toity, salt of the earth, don't have sex before marriage type come and lay pipe down in the Western House of Respectable Escorts. You're full of shit. And I hope you understand that, because
So
you
you
do.
are projecting those individuals and what they find as cognitive dissonance onto me, dear.
Yes,
I don't
frankly,
care who you sleep with.
because
And
you've
frankly,
been giving me, because you have been lecturing me about respecting a piece of metal that frankly you don't even respect. What is this pen supposed to mean? It's supposed to mean that you are a musician and artist. You got it because of status.
I am a talented musician and artist.
But why'd you get it? For status? As you just said? So you go on and lecture me to respect the same thing that you don't even respect?
I can respect it and be
Then
seeking
respect it.
status.
You cannot respect the thing that you straight up just told me that the reason why you got it.
Why not?
Because you can't. That's not how this works. You can't respect it if you don't respect it. You can't tongue twist your way out of this one.
I disagree entirely. I am quite good at tongue twisting.
Okay, well, good job. Congratulations.
My dear, you are entirely incorrigible.
Tonks casts message after I'm
You-
entirely good at tongue twisting, and to
what-
Yester and
what-
goes, I think she's hitting on you.
Yeah, and yes, sir, it's going right over your head.
Yeah. Look, I find this whole brigade, this whole whatever this is, tiring. I do not. If you would like to make amends and begin a more amiable friendship, I am more than willing.
Okay.
But I entirely encourage you before this may happen. Stonks, what the fuck are you talking about? Shut up.
It kind of clicks for you then, Yester.
Oh, ma'am. Oh. My apologies.
You see
Look,
now that she's been attempting to banter and rile you up and get you off your footing.
Ma'am, if you intend to flirt with me, you will find that I will not be the most, I guess you could say.
We didn't catch what that was.
What?
We just heard far away stonks noises.
Yeah. Stonks and Yaz in the background. Stonks, you need to enunciate. You don't got lips. This isn't what I like doing. I appreciate whatever.
But you know what is? You know what he likes doing?
What is that, Stonks?
Nothing. Crickets.
All right. I'm afraid all you'll ever get out of me is a friendly smile and good banter.
I'll take what I can get, dear.
And I take you like wasting your time.
Let me get you a drink.
How about I get my own drink? And he quickly turns around
Okay,
and gets
okay.
back to the ghost of Stonks. We're like, Stonks, why didn't you warn me?
Got invited to a cab, the premium cab by a fancy lady. What do you expect?
I don't know. She got real mad at me when I started talking about dicks and balls back in the Myriad. Figured she didn't like me. God damn it.
I thought you knew when she came and sat next to us at Outback.
I'm really bad at reading people. I'm a self-determining man.
Sia, you've expressed some interest. What's your take on all of this? What's going through Sia's head?
Amusement, kind of. C would probably try to approach her, but I don't know if I can do that.
That's fine.
What's wrong, friends? You don't want to pretend to hit on Feffers?
You guys should see the Saturday campaign. Void Scourge gets kind of wild.
The amount of times that Fep has played a large man who was hit on my pirate is twice.
All right, what you guys up to?
Mirror Man.
Oh goodness.
Why does a ghost cough?
Must be a bait.
Is this
Follow
like a
him
le-
will make us put us at
Oh,
ease.
it's a ghost?
Indeed.
Kind of like why Stonks is hungry.
Pronouns are he, there. Thank you.
Right.
Ah,
He
thank
just- He don't have lungs, but he likes to cough just to pretend he does.
Wish that was the case. My mind is very convinced it is not a ghost and is in fact real. My brain says I must breathe.
Mm.
Don't technically need to,
You undead
but
types
here
are
we
weird.
are.
Mm.
They're funny weird.
You see the
Can I get
reflection. He
another
kind of
whiskey?
nods to you. This is top tier whiskey.
Those out of nowhere.
Oh, there was a question. My bad.
I was like, can I get another?
Oh yeah, he
the
pours you another
Undead
whiskey.
types are weird. Can I get another whiskey?
He pours you another whiskey with flourish and gusto.
Oh, cool. Look. Well, your name Bastion, right?
At your service.
What's up with the mirror? If you don't mind my asking. Of course.
I don't. He kind of taps on it. This is simply a precaution to somewhat humanize me. I find it quite useful.
That's so. You know how does it show you? I'm more interested in its mechanics more than anything.
I perished in front of it, and I think something to do with that came into factor. Lord Aramis wouldn't have it. When he found out that I was still about somewhere, remaining post-mortem, he had spent everything he could to ensure that I was comfortable. And once I expressed a bit of cooped up sensations, he came up with this idea. And so here we are. Frankly, I'm quite pleased.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. We had a weird run-in with mirrors recently, and, you know.
What do you know of mirrors?
Well,
I don't show up in them.
yeah, Stark
They're
sometimes
really good at
doesn't.
reflecting stuff.
Yeah, sometimes they reflect things, but you know, we came across a mirror that must have had some kind of spell cast on it. But it showed me, didn't show Stomps.
Interesting. Was there and are you recounting the tale?
With details missing, like
Sure,
I won't
sure,
say
sure.
where the mirror was or like what exactly we're doing. I'll just mention like we found a mirror.
Yeah.
We are somewhat affiliated bounty hunters looking, following some leads, and the lead led us to this mirror.
Stonks does show up in this mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Him not appearing in the illusion over the mirror was unique.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the risk of souring the mood, there is quite a lot of strange things with mirrors. I myself am not in the mirror. I am merely showing within it. But that does not mean I am not in there in other ways, as you are.
Suggesting a mirror dimension? Some sort?
Dimension is a strong word, but maybe windows that are all connected might be the best way to put it. This one isn't.
Well, that's good to know.
Nothing to worry about in this mirror except, ooh, me, ooh.
Yester begins thinking, and it's just gonna. Could I have a cider, please?
Of course, sir.
Just gonna.
He starts preparing the drink. You watch as he starts pressing the apples and undergoing a few magical abilities to turn it into a proper cider. And it's the freshest cider you've ever had.
As a burgeoning divination wizard, that process to turn it into a cider would have to be probably some sort of aging thing. Could I check that, or is this
It's not divination magic. This is simply create food and water, with a bit of flourish on it, with a bit of panache.
Okay. I was like, this guy knows time wizardry. Guys, it's the dude.
The illegal chronomancy.
Yester's gonna lean over to Sia and be like, I will pay you 10 gold if you could somehow convince Serafina Capello to get off my back.
I think I can take that bet.
There's a lot of awkward conversations that I don't think a man of her stature is ready to understand. And,
All right.
I think, I've done my best. I slap 10 gold in your hand.
All right.
Get it done when it suits you.
The party. Oh, okay. Okay. Stonks, you learn quickly that certain magics in here don't work. Any destructive spell, which is a loophole, and that's a loophole you think you might be able to work around. But it seems destruction magic, fireball, chain lightning, and the like, moonbeam, those don't work in here. But that does not mean you can't cause chaos in other ways.
Okay, noted. By the way, Ghost Man.
Bastion, if it pleases you.
Bastion, sorry. You mentioned, what's his name? Ramus?
Lord Ramus, my patron.
Is he dead?
No, he is not.
Did you hear?
I have seen him since. He was actually visiting and making his way through this region recently, a couple of train stops ago, as it were, a couple of days ago. He did stay in that booth right there. Had a few meetings, did some paperwork, had some good conversations. My friend, good stonks, I am remiss. I am adrift without purpose because I cannot serve you. I cannot pour you a drink. I cannot make you some food. What can I do, my friend, to serve you?
I pull the canary out of my head
Goodness.
and put it on the table.
Hello. Brings out a little thumble of water. Puts sugar drops in it.
That'll do.
He's gonna roll animal handling. Oh, it's 20.
Oh, no.
Nails it.
Super good.
Another very
Okay.
important question. Where's the cat? Who's got fart?
Yester has fart just like curled around his neck. No, it's a shoulder cat.
You go to look, and Fart's not there. Fart is
Look.
clawing at one of the drapes for the booth.
Oh no.
Fart! You. Look, the thing ain't active right now, but we've had an understanding. Don't make me yell at you in a language you can understand. I use my ability.
He's climbing up now. He's getting higher.
Hey, you can understand me now. This
Eye
is a
level
direct
with
act of this is a direct act of disobedience, you stupid little animal. Now you get down there before I make you regret things. I go, you got testicles to remove, boy?
Claws
may-
more.
I send a mage hand to him and just grab him by the scruff.
In doing so, the curtain is a bit ruffled and torn apart a bit. And Stonks, you notice one of the muscles, one of the bruisers in the room, looking a little nervous. And there's someone in that booth who you guys did not know was in there. You catch just a glimpse of a hand kind of reaching up to readjust it closed.
Oh, now look at what you've done. Now I gotta go over there and cast mending so that they don't charge us for the goddamn fees. I'm gonna begin walking over to cast mending on the drapes.
Okay.
Takes a minute to cast in total, so.
Okay. Eventually, you also become aware that someone is in there.
I message Stonks.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a dude in here. You're not a cat, Stonks. Stop pretending.
In where?
In this curtained area.
Okay.
I didn't know they were there. Is this of concern?
There's people behind doors everywhere.
What a terrifying thought in its own way.
I mean, yeah, but
We're on a passenger
You know, in every
train.
tavern, there's probably been a person behind a door to a room that you didn't know about.
I mean, yeah, but this is like the elite cabin.
Are we the only people in here?
We've been invited in here.
There are two people by the bar conversing as well.
I don't know, seems suspicious. I may just be paranoid because of all them kids that was trying to pickpocket us.
Well, go. Fine. I'm on my way. I walk over
You're
there.
ready to come and look. I just want to let you
I
know.
walk over there.
Okay, you walk over there.
Yeah, help me cast Mending.
You guys begin doing the most when you're trying so hard to not be auspicious that you're the most auspicious, you know what I mean?
Oh
Could
no,
I
Stonks
attempt
is
to
just gonna open the curtain
Okay.
and like poke his head in.
You pull the curtain and
Not
poke
like
your head in.
rude, just kind of like, hello?
There is a halfling who looks up and goes,
It's a little perp. What are you doing?
"What are you doing? Skeleton!"
Oh, Stonks! I peek my head in as well and go, my apologies.
We're like stacked up.
It is a
Yeah.
very, very.
Is it a child?
No, it's a halfling, a little older and wiry and jittery and nervous. Huge mustache. Bit of a beanie pulled down tight. And grease on his hands. Seems to be a tinkerer of some kind. Big old backpack next to him. Just very nervous looking.
My apologies for the skeleton. We just, my cat was the one scratching your drapes. I just was fixing it up, and the skeleton here misunderstood what I was asking. We'll let you go on your. Oh, okay.
How much for the cat?
You want to buy my cat?
I want to buy a cat.
It's not for sale, my good sir.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Why would you want to buy my cat?
He's fluffy. Leave me alone, please. I'm sorry.
Heimerdinger.
Heimerdinger is a bit different, but similar energy, I guess.
I just thought big mustache halfling, and I was like,
That's
It's same
Literally
butter.
googling him to put in the Discord.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was a Heimerdinger investor.
Yeah, it
Oh my
was.
god, yeah. Well, that was
He's the one who kidnapped fucking
yeah,
ass.
yeah.
What a jerk. Isn't that my
Jerk.
boy?
Your son. Your one and only son.
You took my sweet, sweet boy. Proud of him.
Well, in that case, I'll just leave you be.
Thank you.
Up. Be like, okay, so I was panicking for nothing. I think I'm a little bit paranoid with Stonks.
What is Dodger, Gene, and Sia up to?
More whiskey.
Okay, Dodger, make a con save. Which you can choose to fail if you want to.
I mean, I'll take advantage of the 21 that I just rolled.
Okay. You have the pleasant sensation of intoxication, but you are still very much within the realm of your own capabilities. Your wits are about you, if you will.
Yes,
Here's
sir,
a
once-
question for you, Bastion. You got a sec?
Of course.
Is possession a thing?
In the
Like there's a ghost?
demonic sense, in the face sense, in the astral sense.
Well, yeah, like you hear about ghosts that possess people, you know.
Ah. So the more... It's complicated, I guess.
Is it insensitive to ask? I've just never
No,
met a ghost
I
before.
don't think so. It's shocker. It would be complicated, am I right? How malevolent of a spirit determines their capabilities? I was rather at peace, but was still unjustly terminated, and other factors applied that I won't get into here. That I don't have an anger in me. I don't have a goal to go out and seek vengeance. It's strangely based in willpower and rage. The injustice begets authority, I guess, would be the matter at hand.
Could you, like, flicker the channels on a radio? Do we have radios?
Don't know.
Darn. I can't do TV set. We don't have those for sure.
In a world that figures out sending stones, they don't really figure out radios anytime quickly.
Darn. All right, well, Gene will be heckin' asking.
Yeah, just kind of deep diving
questions.
on it. You learn a few very strange facts. They can interfere with sending stones and other such messages if they know what's going on. They can't just pick a sending stone and fuck with it. They have to like mess with the sending itself. Everything else is a bit traditional. Lead. They can't pass over a threshold of lead. If you can find the remains and purify them, it will disperse the ghost. And he shares that with a certain trepidation. Yeah. Please, sir, tell me, what do you do? What are your adventures? What's your story?
Well, I'm a bounty hunter.
Intriguing.
So, yeah, doing that for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years.
And why did you become a bounty hunter?
Well, half that aforementioned anger you were talking about, and the other half for the cash.
Strong motives.
I figure if I can make a few less child killers in the world, then I'm doing a good job, you know?
Well, hats off to you, my friend, for making the world a better place. For the good ones.
Right, I guess.
Alright. See ya.
Just chilling.
Okay. Then that is where we're gonna go to break for now. We'll be back, chat. And we're back. Bad music. Be other music. Thank you. Okay. Luna. Sia notes that everyone else is kind of not focused on you. Gene talking about ghosts. I'd say the only person that is kind of keeping the radar up in this moment is Dodger, who is quickly heading down the path of inebriation.
So really not paying
Dodger's a
attention.
heavyweight, though. He's a heavyweight, so
Yeah, I can see that.
he's a big boy.
Stonks is a truck. Sorry, Dodger's a truck of a man. Like, he's just built.
Right, Sia's gonna get up and head over to Seraphina.
Okay. She's currently got a newspaper in hand, and she looks up and she kind of folds it and goes, "Hello.
Hello, nice to meet you again.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance once again. What was your name again, dear?"
Sika Somfler, you can call me Sia.
Sia. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Now, I couldn't have helped overhear just a touch of what you and my friend were discussing over here. Seems he got a little heated
Seems he does that, doesn't it?
on occasion. Now, ma'am, if you were looking for someone to banter with, my friend may not be the best partner for that.
And who would be the best partner for that?
I would say I have some skill with words.
Do you indeed have a seat? Roll persuasion.
Yester's peeping glances with a straw. Just please.
26.
26.
I'm a +7.
You sit down across from her and begin to chat amicably. She begins to warm to your vibe somewhat. What do you do? You keep chewing on that.
Yester can wingman if Sia looks over at Yester, he can wingman with message if need be.
For my sake, can you do that?
Yeah. Yester casts message and goes, she loves talking about herself. Get her to talk about herself. Tell her to ask her why she got that ivory thread. She went on like for hours when I asked her about that one.
Dongs casts message to Sia immediately afterwards. No, don't do any of that. She wants to learn about you. Just tell her about all the cool stuff you've done. She wanted to get Yester going about being all hot and angry and stuff. Get mad.
I didn't realize this was a group call.
Dongs does not respond because
Very
I do.
trained, straight face that she's keeping.
Bastion goes, in this shared connection, I believe in you.
Very hard not to break.
You hear a dial-up tone as someone else in the train car tries to get on the internet.
Hangs up.
Dodger, are you still drinking?
Yeah, but I'm also tinkering with Spider.
Okay, you pull the spider out, and
More upgrades.
okay. This constitutes as a short rest. At one point, Dodger, you feel like someone's watching the back of your head, and as you kind of glance backwards, you see the halfling goes and hides back behind his little curtain booth.
I'll go back to the spider, but like angle myself where I can easily see the curtain.
Okay. After a little while, you see him kind
If he pokes back out, he'll just be like direct eye contact.
you see direct eye contact. He does not appear again. Luna, you've had some time to think. What do you do?
Now tell me a bit about some of your interests. I know you've got that ivory thread there, and y'all's conversation previously got a bit heated, as I said before.
Indeed.
But
Just wanted to sing.
what?
What?
Ask her how she got into singing. Why does she do that?
Yester tackles Stokes. Shut up, she's doing great.
Well, from a young age, I discovered that I was quite able with the performing arts. To the point where the College of Glamour actually took notice. And as I'm sure you know, the primary patron for the College of Glamour is our very good Lord Ramus. And I began making my way through the college and earning a bit of renown. And eventually, Lord Ramus told me that if I were to win my ivory thread, I would become one of his personal bards. So that became my mission. And she goes on for a little bit before she lands on, and so that's why I picked that song, and that's what it meant to me. And from there, it was an easy run. Once I had my ivory thread, it became parties and information.
Well, that is quite lovely. I've never had a skill myself with musical instruments or singing, but
Maybe you just need
My
some
skills.
lessons, dear.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Indeed. You're incorrigible, Tonks. Taco, you're just.
I was totally good until they both fell out of their dang chairs.
Taco is giving the worst advice you've ever seen.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you ever call upon the College of Glamour, ask for me. And, she scribbles down a piece of paper, you can open that once we're off the train. Folds it up and hands it to you.
All right.
Now tell me about you, dear.
Well, probably not as quite impressive as you are.
How do you think you're better than her?
Likes elitism. Call her a bitch.
You're immune to lightning. That's cool.
Yeah, that's
How
cool.
you are.
Well, I am a bounty hunter. I've
Really?
been for a handful of years. Yes,
You must be
Got-
quite capable.
I'd say a bit. I've got a handful of years under my belt of experience.
The party is not helping.
Tell her you're a cold-blooded killer.
Went to break and I was like, you got this, Luna. This will be a growing experience. And then everyone's just making it the hardest time.
What do you mean, everyone?
Yeah,
It's
maybe
just
not everyone.
It's just you. Just suck. Thanks, Gene.
If you, the next roll you make, by the way, Sia, don't worry. Yester's got you.
Okay.
Next roll you make, Yester's got you.
This is great. This is a
This
mess.
just
Don't make me
It's like it
silvery
was
barbs
foreseen
it.
destiny or something.
I can still rebarbs it back. Taco. And counterspell it. Well, I might not be able to play music, but I do have a hand in magic. Just gonna kind of do this and kind of sparks on her.
doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Okay, fan. Right, great. Never mind.
Indeed. She laughs.
What did you try to do, Luna?
Make my lightning like on my hand, like spark.
Oh God.
So I can't use lightning. This is fantastic.
Like a prestidigitate?
Yeah, or something like that.
A prestidigitate would technically work. So we'll say that it does work. She goes, that is a marvel. How did you come about this? Was it a bloodline? Was it an interesting story? Something strange happen? Please tell me. I might make a song out of this.
Well, I'll have to say I was born with it, but
Some of us are.
not quite certain where it came from.
Hmm?
Not very clear.
You've got bloodline sorcery.
You're covering up your
and-
microphone.
You've got,
Sorry.
Other
Wrong
side.
side.
You're like, let me talk. So she can't hear you. You've got bloodline and sorcery, and then the strange blood glass with the cleric levels.
I'm really bad at this. I'm sorry, guys.
You're doing great.
You're
doing
doing
no, you're doing
fantastic.
good. I'm so proud.
Luna, you're doing fantastic. Unspoken riz is what
And if you feel like you're doing bad, I'm giving you a cop out by feeding you bad advice.
What's the story?
Well, it started developing when I was quite young. I didn't come from a big city. I was down in Fisher's Rest, where I grew
Been
up.
there. There's a bakery over there. I remember it being quite good.
It is quite nice.
Spoonful of sugar, I believe it was.
Yes, it is. I know that quite well. I actually have a couple pieces of candy from there. If you'd like one.
Sure. Reminiscent of my earlier years when I was a bit more whimsical, could go about as I see fit. Now I've got obligations and schedules.
Now, which flavor would you like? Would you like licorice, cherry, peppermint, or honey?
I despise licorice. I'll take the honey.
Right. Hands one over.
Hand her the licorice.
She enjoys it and kind of leans forward a little bit. Is it just the bloodline? Now this is an odd question. Make an insight check.
Okay.
Is this the one you want to help her on, Offbeat?
An insight check?
Got a 17.
17.
Yester's
You
looking nervous.
realize that and not necessarily like in a nefarious way, that she already knows about you.
Okay.
And with that question, it implies that she knows that there's more to you.
Play it safe for now. I'll believe so.
Like
Haven't
what?
had any. I believe so that it's just a bloodline thing. I haven't had any other evidence of anything
Roll deception.
otherwise.
This might be the one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna riz. Nat 20! You have a nat 20. Yes, sir. I saw this morning when I was tuning my guitar strings.
Nat 20. Bastion, yes sir, where are you?
I'm sitting at the bar, turned around, like, frankly, a little too obviously watching what's happening.
Well, her back's, Capello's back is to you.
Yeah. I'm just like,
You hear
just like watching, just very
Sir,
intent.
Sir,
Yeah.
Bastion is handing you a handkerchief.
Oh.
Got, here's a bit of...
This keeps happening. Don't worry about me. Just
You feel lightheaded as well.
oh, I should probably lay off the drinks. Having a bit too much, you know, can sometimes send off the senses.
Water.
I'm going to take some. I don't know if this doesn't do anything effectively, but I feel like Yester takes off one of the scales from the platinum scarf he got from the sauce boss and uses the breath of life to heal himself.
Okay. Okay.
Be 25 hit points
Okay. Okay.
for what it's worth. Sorry about that. Just old friend, and I really hope this goes well. You know, really need this one. You know.
You sound quite invested.
Oh, undoubtedly need the. See is a really good person, and Seraphina's not. But frankly, I need. You just seem like the right kind of gal, the right kind of person to deal with the situation. Although I think she's taking this to mean, I thought she was just gonna give her a hearty no, but I know nothing of the flirtation, so it seems like I've sent her down a path I did not intend.
Indeed, such is the way of life, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It seems so. It seems so. Well, I can keep quiet. I don't know how many ears Seraphina got on her. I hear the devil keeps 2 on the rest, just in case.
I've met the devil. He's an
Me too.
idiot.
He is. That's how I got this here fiddle.
Indeed. Okay.
Did you meet him before or after the battle?
Serafina Capello seems to be properly diverted with the lie from whatever angle she was subtly moving towards. And suddenly the train starts slowing down. She goes, well, this is my stop. But this was nice. This was lovely.
Was.
Find me again sometime.
I will.
The train comes into the station in Saren. And one last look around the room as she departs from the carriage. Most of the muscle leaving with her. And at the very last second, the halfling jumps out and runs after her and kind of trails along with her.
Oh.
I was muted, lol.
Nice.
Well, here's the question. Now that she's gone, do we also need to move back to the crawl space, or were we good here?
I won't stand for it, says Bastion.
Well then, thank you.
Dodger, your hometown of
Yes,
Saren. Is there anything you want to do in town before we set off again?
Let me do it.
Well, do what?
I was in the middle of having my character talk and you cut me off.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I got a few errands to run real quick, and I'll pop back. And then Dodger will head off the train.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Wasn't there? There was something in New Saren. I believe it was in Saren. I mean, there was there was a friend's dad, the wizard's son.
Antioch?
Yeah, Antioch's son, because Jeremy was the grandson.
That would be over in New Saren.
Oh, this is Saren.
Yeah, this is the
we're in
original.
Zealand.
This is the original town of ranchers and
Okay.
horse traders.
Zealand
and-
the first.
New Saren is on the other side of the lake. Saren and New Saren have recently been united by the completion of the train tracks. And in the middle of the lake, which the railroad goes through, is a small island where Lord Rammus's castle resides, that the train goes right through.
Wait, like through the castle?
Yeah, in front of it.
Good lord. He must have some stellar soundproofing or... He's like, wait. That's the sound of money. As it rattles the windows.
You hear that progress?
Don't choose to live by a train.
Are you speaking from experience? Oof.
I used to live on the same street as a freight line.
So Dodger's just gonna go and deposit his money in the bank,
Okay.
and then stop by and pick up more ammo.
Okay. You drop into your store. Everything's looking in order. Everything's good. Yenna, as you cross over the threshold, looks up and goes, "Hi, what? Dodger. It's right nice to see you
Yeah.
again."
Good news, I'm not dead. Everything's all in order.
Well done. Stand by. And she steps into the back. Stanson's been working on something I thought you might like.
Oh, what's he got?
She comes back with a strange mechanism. It looks like a flat base of metal and then a long tube of some kind. And she goes, he calls it a mortar. Thought you might want to test it out. Maybe tinker with it and find... Oh my god, there's a spider.
Oh, this is my little mate.
Right on. And will he be residing here until you come back?
Oh no, he was way too useful
Oh,
to me.
okay. So this is a mortar, and these are the shells, and hands you a couple of grenades that you can lob.
Is it like a handheld type?
It is
thing,
something
or-
that needs it's large, and you have to like kind of
Okay.
put it on the ground, but the range is substantial.
All right, I like this.
I'll let him know you said so. I don't know why. I'll let him know you said so.
We got any more? Gonna fill up on some ammunition as well.
Of course. You managed to stock up. Anything else you want to do?
Head to the bank.
Yep. Uneventful at the bank. It is not very ostentatious, not very flashy, just kind of a solidified bank that is very hunkered down. It's also just come morn, so not too busy. You're in and out real fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna also check back at the shop to see if there's more added to the stack of letters that I left unread.
Oh yes. It is at the point where Yenna has had to bring in a file cabinet and is now having to store them, so it's not just a messy pile.
I'll kind of flip through some of the most recent ones.
Okay. The most recent one, in an elegant pen, Dodger, what's your real name? I can't remember. I didn't hear any of that.
It's a secret still. It's still a secret.
So, see, all right, your name is there, and it is imploring you to call upon the house at some point. Come by for lunch. There is a. It's very much when are you gonna find someone and settle down? Kind of a your very successful arcane ammunition is seeming to be looked at as more of a hobby, but full of well-intended, just kind of clueless notes throughout.
Look at this, Yenna. They just don't understand me.
I know. You should swing by and say hi to your parents, though. It's family's family.
Probably right. Been what, 5 years?
I believe it's been longer than that, dear. It's none of my business.
Whether I like it or not, we might have to stop it anyway, so.
All right. You watch out for them horse thieves, though. Heard about that yet?
No.
Saren horses got raided, and they killed more horses than they took, unfortunately. But it's gonna be a rough time coming back from that with the competition of the other two out in Fisher's Rest, and of course the Pride and their horses took a serious dent.
They got no idea who's behind it all?
A lot died. A lot of dead people. If I had to guess, I'd say they headed out towards that strange ruin north of the butte. That'd be number 24. The party is here, and the party knows that there is an ancient ruin over here that multiple roughshod gangs will hide in because it's a very dangerous area. Just south of Billy's Butte. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the rednecks down in Billy's Butte themselves, though. I say.
Might have to go take a look.
You be careful out there now.
I'll do my best.
All right, I'll tell Son you said hi, Sonson.
And I'm just like shake Mortar and like,
All right. What's everyone else doing in the time of this early morn?
We just arrived and like the train stopped and then Dodger left.
Mm-hmm.
Stonks is gonna go and plop down uncomfortably close next to Sia.
Okay. Okay.
Hello.
Oh.
Yes.
I think you did pretty good.
No thanks to the updates you kept giving.
I think it made it all the better.
All right.
What you got?
Not for you.
You get some drawings?
I don't know yet. And I'm going to look at it first before. And you might not see it.
Let's look at it.
Go look at it.
Okay.
Esther! Come look at this!
I have no interest in the woman's mail.
It is a personal invitation, by name, Sia Stormflare. I said it wrong. I'm sorry. To come and visit her private venue, in New Saren. Pointedly when she gets a chance, for some private lessons. Master Mike, thank you for the raid. Appreciate you, friendo. Hope you're doing well. And you realize this paper could also probably get you access to some of the nicer spots where she frequents and performs. Not that you need it. You've got Yester with the ivory thread, but pointedly, it is a bit of a
Say if he dies.
Yeah.
It is a pointed in with the College of Glamour.
What is it? A letter?
I thought you had no interest in the woman's mail.
Well, if it was mail, then I had no interest. But if it is a letter of invitation, then I want to
But you
congratulate
wouldn't know
Sia.
that, Offbeat.
I'm asking.
What is mail if not a letter?
What is it, Sia?
Bastion goes, it's a missive.
It's an invite.
Two?
Private singing lessons, I would assume.
It says singing?
No.
Oh, it just says private lessons?
Yes, it does.
Yes,
And that's all I have to say about it.
Innuendo.
What if it's just
Yes, that's
damn
what they
private?
call an innuendo.
Twister.
What if it's just damn well private singing lessons? In which case, congratulations on learning, on getting them lessons. We can do duets together.
If it were
I don't
singing
think that's
lessons,
gonna
it would
happen.
say singing lessons.
Wow, what if this is a general letter?
With her name on it?
You are asking me things I don't understand, Stonks.
It's okay that you don't understand. Let's just stop.
Does anybody want any donuts? I think I'm gonna find a donut shop out at the station, maybe.
I could actually go with one. That'd be lovely.
Actually,
Gene,
like
you
a half
step
dozen.
out into
Should I just do like a
Saren.
half dozen,
And-
or
Yeah,
a whole
like-
dozen?
Get like 2 boxes, 2 dozens.
Two. All right. We do like one glaze, one chocolate, or
Yeah.
One of
glaze.
Get a mix.
One of the two individuals at the bar goes, if you could grab me a latte, that'd be amazing. I'd pay you handsomely, of course, for the legwork.
If I could, I'd piss in your drink.
I'm so sorry.
I can piss in your drink.
I thought we were doing a food run. I didn't mean anything by it.
This is my friend. This is my friend.
I-
You don't know you.
don't mind. I don't care. Whatever. And step out.
I mean,
Legitimately after donuts.
Outback was already here, so the might as well just be Krispy Kremes and make sure they're hot and ready.
Oh.
What's the donut theater like?
The donut.
Yeah, what menu do we have to pull up?
Yeah.
Okay, Gene,
You know how you can-
you're stepping about and you see that there's nothing real fancy in Saren, but you do find eventually a kind of a hole in the wall bakery. You step in,
Those aren't the best places to get donuts. Just
and this sweetheart of a lady, dwarf, kind of looks up and goes, "Howdy,
morning.
howdy, howdy, what can I get you?"
How it do, I think you mean.
It don't not. So you need donuts.
Truly, I do need donuts.
All right, well you came to the right place. She starts going off about her donuts. You purchase some donuts for like 10 silver, and you find you also catch the gossip of there was a large-scale raid on the pastures, and many horses were straight up killed, and a few were stolen.
I'll also get the latte.
We have coffee. It's just coffee. I can put ice in it.
Oh, no latte. Okay. Do you have like coffee that's been like out all morning? You know, that's
Krispy
just been
Kreme absolutely has lattes, so they have lattes.
This isn't
percolating.
Krispy Kreme.
Like, honestly, like the worst coffee you could possibly muster.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, okay. 18.
18.
I was like, do I have persuasion? Oh yes, that's a +9.
All right.
Why is it a +9? Why are we so persuasive?
It's the.
Well,
I know.
I've got to
right?
get information. I've got to get information.
We all have unspoken riz. That's why.
Because we've got a paladin warlock, a fighter warlock, whatever.
Sorcerer cleric.
So,
and a bard.
all of us
A
are
bard wizard and then a full wizard. That is it.
Yep.
Riz is stacked.
That's gonna be the next go live notification. The Riz is stacked. Time for Windfall.
Unspoken, unbridled riz.
Accompanied by definitely not stacked with rain. It's like
All right, sweetie, here you go. This was yesterday's brew that we had thrown
That's
in the
perfect.
fridge for the. Okay.
It is spat coffee
can
for
just-
rich people, so
Oh,
yeah.
hang on now, dear. Hang on. Takes out
She can get you the good
just
stuff.
3 fingers worth of salt and bam, puts it in the thing, shakes it up, and then hands it back to you and goes,
He's
"Y'all have a
gonna
nice
love it.
day.
Thanks.
Maybe don't mention where you got the donuts."
Oh, absolutely not. He's not gonna care either.
All right. Dodger and Jean meet up before they can get to the train. They run into each other.
Just boxes of donuts. I hope
I
you're
might-
kind of hankering.
Always. Where'd you get them from?
That little hole in the wall back there.
Oh, all right.
How's it good? Is there a better place, like, for the next time I'm in Saren?
No.
Alright, fair enough.
The 2 of you step onto the train as the whistle blows that it's preparing to head off again.
But Dodger's just continuing to talk about the donuts. Yeah, this place. They like to claim that Saren runs on them, but they're not good. Some place called Duncan. Awful.
I hear the coffee's alright, though.
You like that sort of thing, yeah.
Just heckin' put those donuts out in that bar, throw it up like a freaking Friday morning office donut party.
Some more individuals get on the train car. Get into this specific train car. One of them clearly like an over-the-top adventurer, tourist, kind of gentleman adventurer, clueless type, you know, and his motley crew, one of who is writing down everything that that he says and does for his future book, as well as a full-on individual, a knight of some kind, an archaic set of full plate armor. He gets in and then just takes off the helmet, and he's just covered in sweat, just pouring buckets, and he goes, "Water." As the train begins to close its doors and prepare to take off again.
Some kind of costume guy? Or was that a...
Oh, are you addressing me, sir?
Well, now I am. Howdy.
Eve morn to you, sir. I'm from lands far away.
Oh, land's far away. Is that a place now?
My uncle's from there.
You do me a jest.
I do, actually. So, you were traveling? You're an adventurer type?
Yes. This was my great grandmother's armor.
Mm-hmm.
She was quite proficient. Good at what she does. I hold the name. I retain the honor of my home.
This is the knight guy? The guy that's in all the armor?
Yeah.
And you... Why?
Why what?
Just traveling? Just...
I need to make a name for myself. Etch myself into the history and lore of my family.
Do you think you'd make a good sword?
I'm sorry?
What's your name?
He turns and goes, "Skeleton!" And he draws the sword and literally just boom, 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 grabs Stonks by the front of his coat. Go ahead, Offbeat.
Yeah. As soon as you touch that boy for another second, and I'm going to send you to a land you will never come back from. Let go of the skeleton.
He turns around to face you, moving Stonks with him with a surprising amount of strength, and goes, "It's an undead."
That is my best friend. Stonks, send him to hell.
How do you feel about reptiles?
Bastion goes, "Peace, friends, peace. My good man, shiny fellow, you will treat my customers with a modicum of decorum, or you will be ejected." And he goes, "Well, I never." And he leaves as the doors are closing and begins to take off.
You know, I would not have minded that boy as a turtle.
I can go get him.
No, please do
It's
not
not.
bring him back.
Bastion, has he already paid?
I do believe so, sir.
Alright. That's his money he's wasted.
You are surprised to note that Bastion is eating a donut.
I was kind of hoping you would, actually.
It was quite
Never seen
a
it.
friendly gesture. Okay, so the train takes off, and as the party knows, Saren and New Saren are divided by a large lake and an old road that has to go all the way around, but the new railroads go straight across the lake. In the center of the lake is Lord Rammus's estate, on an island kind of dead center. And as you guys pass by it, you see this, you see the might of this keep, this old keep. And just as you lose sight of it, there is a brutal, stomach-dropping, grating, crashing sound. And you, the party, briefly see a immovable rod move through the train, having gone through the prior train cars, punching a hole all along the floor as it breaks apart. Everyone needs a dex save.
+5 for those in my range.
Nice.
How long would it have
Probably
taken for that
Bastion.
to happen?
Near
From leaving and that
instantaneous.
happening? No, from leaving
Oh,
the station from that happening.
like 10 minutes.
Because there was a conversation that I wanted to have in between.
Sure, let's do that first. Yeah, absolutely.
How many people are in this compartment with us?
5.
I'll kind of like gather everyone, family meeting time or whatever. We're not easily overheard.
You can grab one of the booths and kind of draw the curtain and kind of huddle up.
All right, how important is it we get an audience with Antioch?
Well, I think it might be important.
If you say anything other than the most important, you're wrong.
I guess it's the most important thing.
Okay. Good talk.
All right, well, in New Saren, I might be able to set up an audience with him.
Maybe
Ow.
catch it on the way out, on the way back.
I have a connection or two.
You've been holding out?
Might no one ever asked. Go get a donut.
I mean, he ain't wrong. We didn't really check to see if anyone. We just kind of assumed that no one was close to Antioch. But
I slide Yester a piece of paper.
what was on it?
It's a contract.
What does it say? What's on the contract, Stumps?
If you steal Dodger's book, I will no longer pursue your left testicle.
How long does the book need to be in your possession?
Mm.
You
2.
want to what?
Increments.
Of what? Could you please be specific, Stonks?
I've been alive for longer than I know. Time means nothing. We've been on this train for 5 minutes.
It's been like what, a half a day?
What?
How about this?
What? I need that audio clip. Just a long pause and then, what?
Stonks. I will cast this through be a message. I'll get it for you for like 2 days. But then it's gotta be back. And I will not tell you when this will happen, but it will happen at some point in the future. But then Dodger is getting that book back.
But will I know I have the book, or are you like gonna like?
I'm
okay.
gonna give it to you. You're gonna know, but you got 2
But you
days
were
with it.
saying
Yeah, 2 days.
you
I'm
were saying it like you were gonna like plant it on me and like not tell me and then be like, oh, now it's gone. I did it. No balls for you.
But what I'm saying is, you're gonna get it. You're gonna know you have it. You got 2 days. But then after those 2 days are done, it is immediately back in Dodger's hands.
I only need it for like. How long have we been on this train?
Like half a day.
Okay, 5 minutes.
Fine, you get it for half a day. But then it goes back to Dodger immediately afterwards. All right.
Okay.
Right. But I don't. And there's no time limit when this happens. It will happen when it happens.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Dodger, you're stepping out to grab a donut, and directly in front of you, of the broken remains of the immovable rod. I did the math. This would destroy the item. Rips through, and suddenly the massive jarring sensation of the train being absolutely decimated rocks through the area. I need everyone to make a dex save. Because
Did I grab a donut or no?
I'm gonna say you didn't grab a donut.
Greatest of tragedies.
I
Such a waste.
just had to set Dodger's mood for the next coming events. It's pointedly sour.
With Gene's bonus, that is a 24 from yester.
Okay.
And we haven't had a long rest since...
No.
Just a short rest.
Just a short rest? Okay.
Ooh.
That changes things.
Well, that's a 2. But thankfully, I have inspiration, so
Okay.
I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
I also burned mine for a 21.
Oh, 14.
14.
Got a 22.
With 12 with the bonus.
And Gene, what was yours?
21.
21. All right. You're in the drink. The train is completely derailed. And there's a brief moment where everyone who rolled 18 or over can have an action and a reaction. Everyone else is flung as the train is torn asunder and off the rails into the lake. The back half of it smashing against the island and then plummeting into the drink. Lights out. Can't see anything. Screaming and dying sounds around you. Let's see how we do. Chaos ensues.
How big is the train car?
The train car is, I'm gonna say, 30 feet by 15.
It is gargantuan.
Everyone who succeeded in the dex save is gonna take half damage. Everyone else takes 41 points of damage.
Everyone
As
else
there.
dead.
Yeah, it's a catastrophe. Water begins pouring in through the windows. Roll initiative.
Ooh.
So the train is well and truly laked. It's not like dangling off.
It went off the rails, hit the island, and in the drink. Yeah, it is sinking.
Good thing I don't have to breathe.
Yester with a 17, Sia with an 8, Stonks with a 6, Gene with a 10. Who am I missing? Dodger. Oh.
I'm a little slow on the recovery here.
Ooh.
All right.
That's a really good
Yester, you're up
question.
first.
Where is fart?
So we're inside the train car. The train car's in the water.
Yeah, so you are currently you sit up. Thankfully, almost everything is bolted to the ground. Bits of bottles are kind of falling and smashing. You are up against the door that you walked through. The train is like this, sinking downward. So there's just a pile of bodies all clustered around.
All right. Instantly dead. Okay. How's my cat?
So dead, dog.
Yeah, it's,
So dead.
if it took half damage, even if it succeeded, and we took 41, your cat doesn't have 20-something life. There's no way.
Just hope it died on impact and it's not currently drowning.
Yep.
And another one bites the dust. And another pet gone. And another pet gone. Another one bites the dust.
You should know better than to get animal friends.
If you had
Just
sold
sold it
it,
to the
you'd be
halfling,
alive
I guess.
right now, and you'd
Ha.
have money.
I see why
You
the
know what
halfling
else
suddenly
died?
wanted a cat.
All your horses. He finally did it.
He killed our horses.
I have
and
not
our
yet
pets.
confirmed that anyone is dead.
Is my cat alive?
You gonna burn a perception check on that?
on my cat being alive?
Mm-hmm.
Is that an action?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What else you gonna do? Swim? That's just move speed. I guess
Let's go
spells.
to active dimension door is the thing. I can grab some. Right.
Are there windows we can see out?
You see water pouring in through the broken windows, which are quite small. But you don't. It's pitch black.
Stonks, you got scatter?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna look for my cat. Get us out of here on your turn. I'm gonna try and perceive my cat.
Okay. Making a perception check.
That is a 13.
13. You don't see the cat.
The cat sabotaged the train.
It's dead. POV. Cat's dead. Beth kills more animals.
Tag yourself, I'm the cat.
I'm the 4 dead horses in the cabin.
Is this cat the same cat that's more than a cat?
This is the cat that we could half talk to.
This was the one that
Oh yeah, this was just a house cat, as
Okay.
far as the
House
party
cat.
knows.
All right. God damn it. I don't have. I'm gonna bonus action. Bardic inspiration. Stomps.
Okay. Which brings us to Jean. Jean, you cough up the bit of donut that you had, and you see the very dead nobleman who you just bought that coffee for, staring at you lifelessly in the pitch black dark. It's like right here. Forehead fully caved in.
I did want to see him try that coffee. All right.
I can bring him
Yeah.
back.
He's too far gone. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm gonna start climbing. I mean, like, is everybody like grouped? Sorta. I probably can't
Everyone
tell.
is dog piled because the rail car is like this, sinking.
Right.
Who got the worst roll in that deck save?
I rolled a 12.
What was that, Jake?
I had a 14.
14. See ya. High 20s.
22.
Okay. Stonks, you're at the bottom of the pile, and you are pinned.
All right. Well, it gives me something to do. I'll start digging towards stonks.
Okay. You get like the femur, and you're like okay, and you get like the knuckle, and you're like all right. You get, like, the
Rather than
skull-
like
you get the
digging,
skull.
squeezing him out, I'm moving bodies off the top of him. It seems much more worth time.
You start moving bodies out of the way. The mass that is Dodger has to be like, and then there he is. All right, Jake, it's an official episode.
Yay! We did it.
And you find Stonks.
Trapped in
I-
another flesh prison.
Visually confirm entire party. Where's Sia? What's Sia's situation?
Perception's real low. It's pitch black.
And again. Yeah.
What's your passive?
Oh, 10.
Yeah, you got nothing.
At least it's not negative. All right. Well, I mean, I can't imagine I have much action left after that. So.
All right, you remove him from the entanglement. Sia.
How big are the windows?
Small sized.
Okay.
There is a door. There's 3 doors. There's one door that would leave out into the world, at the train station, and then there's one before you, and one that the party is kind of sitting on right now, that would lead to other train cars.
Stonks is gonna try to scatter us out, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're after me, so would it be possible to, if that doesn't work out, use gust of wind to try to force that door open so we can get out? Or is there too much like
Water.
water?
Gust of wind. You can try.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my action if Stonks isn't able to scatter us or something goes wrong.
Okay. Okay. Which brings us to Stonks.
I press my face to a window.
Stonks, you have incredibly high passive perception.
Yes.
Please don't leave me down here.
1, 2, 3, 4. Who was it? Do I see him?
Bastion. But you also know he can't leave the rail car. As far
Well,
as
he's
what
tied
you
to the
heard him.
mirror, right?
He's tied to the rail car. The mirror was just a fun little thing that they added later to not spook their people.
Okay. Press my face to the glass. And I make sure that I can see up.
You're not sure.
I'm not sure.
You have just been pulled out by Jean.
Do I have any, like, ideas to, like, how deep we are? No. Offbeat, do you have, like, a water walk or anything like that?
No, most I got is a dimension door.
All right, well, I'll stick to the plan. Look what I'm hoping is up.
Okay.
And cast scatter
Okay.
on everybody but Stonks. And jettison them off the thing.
Okay.
All the people who need to breathe.
You find yourself alone in a quickly filling train car of water. Okay. Dodger. You feel the teleportation take effect and suddenly you're in the water. You let out the tiny little bit of air that you had in you because you weren't prepared, and it goes that way, the bubble, implying you're upside down.
Trying to see, am I like alone? Can I see anyone else? Or
Faint.
They should all be like adjacent to one another.
Yeah,
'cause I pick where they go.
You can faintly see other party members flailing about in the water.
I guess I'll start swimming.
Okay, you're swimming, you're moving. You're moving. You see the bubbles, you're following, and you can see all the rail cars. And some people who have survived are trapped within. You get to the surface. And you hear people screaming. You can see people from Saren and New Saren like running along the railroad track bridge. And specifically, the people of Lord Ramus of the keep closest, they are going bonkers. You can hear alarm bells. Guards are stripping off their armor and diving in the water. And you can see various people like coming to the balconies and looking around in panic.
So the whole thing is in the water.
The momentum pulled in the rest of them off the rails.
Do I know which cars the horses would be in?
Those would be the closest to the surface because they were all the way in the back.
I'm gonna start swimming towards that.
Okay, you start just with all your heart and soul just diving. it gets darker and darker and darker, but you believe you get to the rail car that was the one where you put your horses, and you can hear things thrashing around inside.
All right. Spider Friend is going to unlock the locks that need unlocking.
Goes for it. Roll.
23.
23. That's one lock. That's one door unlocked. The horse kicks the door out. Spider goes into the water, and you manage to grab him. It's just like ah! And the horse comes flying out in a frothing rage and just swimming for the surface because horses can swim.
Moving on to the next one.
I think that's all the room you've got for the turn rotation. So let's jump over to Yester.
Can I save the roll that I just made for the next one then?
Sure.
So I'm still underwater. I haven't swam
Yep.
up yet.
Yep.
I'm just gonna let out a bubble, see where it goes.
It
Follow
goes.
that.
It goes this way.
Okay, I'm gonna follow it up to the surface. No, actually, before I'm gonna reach around and see if I can grab onto anybody else.
Sure.
Just like tug them and help. Like
You grab
pull them
someone. You're not sure who it is, but you grab
Yeah.
someone.
I'm just gonna grab someone and pull them up.
Okay.
As well. And yank them up. Who did I grab?
Let's say it was Jean.
All right. Looking around, do I see any huge objects?
Huge objects.
Yes.
There's a particularly large. I mean, yeah. There's one large specifically.
Huge specifically, something in that size range. I want a big object.
Sure. There is a wooden roof of a pagoda, kind of near the harbor of the island. That might suit your needs. I'm not sure what your needs are though.
Is it attached to anything, or is it freestanding, or is it free?
It's still under construction, so it's not firmly rooted down, bolted.
All right,
down.
I need that. I'm gonna cast animate object on it as my action.
Okay, and like the
and it's-
top of a jellyfish.
Okay, I'm gonna cast it and move it over to where we are.
Okay.
And just get like a platform for us to stand on, more or less.
Okay. Okay. Other people start appearing and grabbing onto it as well. Other survivors.
And I'm gonna start using it to ferry people
Okay.
to shore,
Okay.
basically.
Okay. Jean.
All right. Well, I mean, I'll start helping people up onto the
Okay. You start grabbing
onto the
people.
raft.
You grab another person. The third person you grab, a very small part of you says that you recognize them, but nothing comes to mind immediately. And as you're putting them up onto the thing, you can burn your action for a history check, or you could disregard
Sure.
that and work on other stuff.
I'll burn it. Do we have anything else to do at the moment? 13.
13. This is a wanted man. A serial killer. A vile person. You recognize the long scar that's right here, that wraps all the sideways along and clips off the top of the ear.
All right. I'll keep it in mind.
Okay. He looks at you and goes, right, thank you, and starts pulling other people into the boat and starts trying to kick towards the, paddle towards, surprisingly helpful to others, like pulling other people into the makeshift boat. Anything else you want to do?
No, I mean, no actions.
All right, see ya.
Cool.
Bubble. Actually, let's say it goes away from you.
So I'm just floating down. Okay, I'm gonna swim up.
All right. You break the surface of the water.
Gonna see that they're taking care of the people, so I'm gonna head over to where Dodger was with the horses.
Okay. You
Okay.
you have a moment of panic as a horse erupts from under you, screaming and kicking, and then you make the connection of what's going on, and you swim down. You start losing visibility again, in time to see Dodger grab the spider and slap him onto the next door. Are you doing the help action? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. See ya, Stonks.
Yeah.
You're all alone down there. The water has filled the area, and
I'm not alone.
exactly. What do you do?
Okay, we might need to establish mechanics about how my voice works. Like, can I talk?
I'm gonna say you can talk.
Okay.
You don't have anything to actually talk with, so
Yeah.
the presence of water is not really a detriment.
Yeah.
You can still do verbal
Maybe to a
components
listen.
Yeah, sound
underwater
still
anyway.
travels. But yeah, plus you can still cast underwater with verbal components.
Cool.
Because
Bastion,
I'm here.
you here?
Yes.
What's up?
What happened?
The train crashed,
I swear I looked down for a second.
and then an immovable rod went through the train.
What? Why? Why would someone do this?
Great question.
Not important.
To break it.
I'm not able to leave the car.
Okay.
Please.
Dog, my friends are out of here. We're underwater. Like,
I'm a skeleton.
Will you come back for me? I
don't need
can't
to
leave
breathe.
the car. I'm not able to.
like at all?
No, this was the bar with which I died on. I inhabit this space alone.
You died in the train car?
It wasn't a train car at the time.
So, like, what specific?
It's the room.
I know, but the room got put in the train car, so the train car can get put somewhere else.
Maybe it's the bar. I don't know. I should have asked.
Well, is there any way for you to, like, contact Ramus?
You go to him. Tell him I'm trapped down here. He'll help.
Okay, buddy, relax.
You don't understand. I'm looking at eternity at the bottom of a lake in the dark.
Brother, I've been at eternity.
That's terrifying, Stonks. But somewhat helpful.
Eh, it's not that bad. Apparently, we're on the train for half a day. I thought it was 5 minutes.
You hear a nervous laugh from Bastion.
While I'm talking with them, I'm gonna start like shuffling around and like make sure that we didn't forget anything. Pointedly looking for.
There's a few moments where you have to like grab a rib and put it back and start going through stuff.
Oh, that's mine.
Yeah, and you manage to collect your stuff.
Dodger's mortar.
You don't find a cat,
Okay,
but you also don't find the corpse of a cat.
literally Schrodinger's cat. Nice.
Fart!
Jerry says the corner.
Fart!
But Stonks was basically just gonna sit here and talk to Bastion and be like, all right, we really need you to dig deep in your memories and be like, did you die on that plank of wood? Because if you died on that plank of wood, I can just
you can
take it.
try to calm him and get him to make a persuasion check and convince him or help him with his modifier for a history check if that's the direction you want to go in.
Ooh. Could I? Okay, Bastion, I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay, where's the mirror?
It's behind me. I think it's broken.
Okay, I like look. Is it broken?
You can't really see anything. You're going off of touch.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need 6 seconds because I'm gonna have to use this 6 seconds to make it so I can see in the dark.
I've got all day.
We've got all the dates. I'm gonna use I'll use my action in initiative order then to use the third eye
Okay.
to give myself dark vision to 60 feet.
Okay. One of the noblemen is playing dead.
Okay, noted. I'll wait until I can do something about it. Sounds like someone needs to be a tortoise.
Okay.
But we can jump back to everyone else.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah, yeah. Dodger.
Homie and I talked for a while.
Next lock, 17.
17. You unlock it. The horse escapes. You've been given advantage by Sia on your next roll. Anything else you want to do?
Are you gonna take that now, or is that next?
Because you already declared and it was already a good roll, we can say that that's for the next one. But you do note Sia's presence, who is assisting.
So I'm done.
Okay.
I'm asking, like, do I get to unlock another one now, or do I have to wait till next turn to unlock it?
I think you gotta wait. Sorry.
Okay. I just wasn't sure how you wanted to.
Yeah. In my attempting to be lenient and helpful, I have made it more complicated. That was Dodger. Up to Yester.
Looking at these train cars, is there one visible on the surface?
Yeah, and there's it looks like unrefined resources like ore or salt or something like that, and you can see you can see it just about to go under the surface, and air and water just bubbling all around it.
Looking at the size of my pagoda,
Okay,
which has a very solid strength score,
nice.
would it be feasible for this thing to start pulling up the train car by car?
It can try.
It might be too heavy.
It's also a wooden material, so the buoyancy it's gotta kind of be fighting as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I was asking, if it's on the surface, because then it can
Yeah.
start pulling
So the
it.
first one, yes. But anything past that's
Are
gonna
they
get
all
real
detached?
difficult.
Are they all detached?
Many of them are, but not all of them are
Oh, okay.
attached.
I thought they were all still linked. In that case, who of our party can I currently see? Who's currently above?
You can see Jean.
Okay.
Yes, sir. You notice a commotion going on in Lord Rammus's estates now, as well. You hear gunfire.
Oh God. Gene, I need the pagoda. 1 second. I was already on the shore of the thing that ferried me over, I guess. I'm gonna run inside and see what's up.
Okay, we'll pick up with you on that point next episode.
All right.
Jean. You note the gunfire as well.
Mm-hmm. What's the current status of people on the raft?
It's full to bursting, and has made a couple of trips now. Your friend with the scar is now on the island of Lord Rammus. And,
Well then, that's precisely where I'll be as well.
okay, you start making your way towards that direction. Anything you want to do for an end note?
Yeah. I'm gonna heckin' meet his eyes.
Okay.
This guy. And it's just gonna be the darkest freaking expression that I can possibly make. And I'll just say, don't move from that spot.
Roll
And hit him
intimidation.
with the channel divinity.
Oh. Okay.
Abjure enemy. He's got to make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
That's a 1. It was a 2, but it's a 1.
He is currently frightened
Okay.
until he takes damage.
It looks like his face is
Speed
not
is
used to making that
0.
frightened face. Okay. Speed of 0. Okay. See ya.
I'm gonna continue helping.
Okay.
I don't really.
Stonks.
Yes. Noted that he's pretending to sleep. I'm gonna deal with the other dude for he can't breathe down here. So can I see the mirror now? Is it broken?
It is.
Okay, can I grab like a piece of it?
Mm-hmm.
Like point it around, try and find Bastion.
You find him.
Do I see his face?
Yes.
Is he cute?
Meh. Just
Meh.
a perfectly plain face.
Bastion? You're a looker. Okay, cool. I have an idea. It might be weird, but I can see you now. So I'm gonna, if you're cool with it, I can read your mind and ask you questions about, when you met your end and see if I can't pull it out of you. So then I can figure out the specifics of what I need to get out of here to get up there, to get you out of here because it went up there.
I don't understand. Okay.
Talking to God,
Okay.
I want to cast Detect Thoughts, delve deeper with his permission,
Okay.
ask him, like, how'd you die? Where'd you die? Bubba da bubba da ba.
Okay.
To try and drag the info out of him, like, and then hopefully I can get something to the effect of, I died in this spot, to discern what part of the train car he's tied to,
Gotcha. Okay.
so that I can then take that.
You dive into his memories. And in New Saren, there was a well-to-do bar that got bought up by Lord Ramus. The reason it got bought up is because he took a liking to Bastion, and was just like, "This is a fine establishment you have. I'll purchase it and stuff like that." And then someone who took a shot at Lord Ramus during a speech took out Bastion instead. Through the window, through the dome, he hit the bar and died on the spot.
Okay. How big's the bar?
The bar is massive.
Okay.
We're gonna say roughly the size and weight of a pool table.
Okay. Is it made of wood?
Yes.
Okay. We're getting somewhere. This is concentration. Too thin range to grow larger, smaller for the duration. Reduce. Halved. Okay. Would be half the size and 1/8. Interesting. Oh, yo, wait a minute. Do I have to take creatures with me for Dimension Door?
It's whatever you're carrying, and you can take an additional creature.
Ooh. Teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range. You arrive at exactly the spot. Blah, 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 blah. Bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. Okay.
Carry weight is 15 times your strength score.
Okay.
It's 8. Is it 8?
120 pounds.
Probably bigger than a huge version of the bar if you would not reduce it.
Yeah.
What if you make yourself larger?
His strength wouldn't go up, would it?
Well, what you can lift does. Your
Ooh,
carrying capacity
that's a good
doubles.
point. That's a
Well,
great
that's
point.
double. How does it get to?
I'm looking. Size by one category, medium to large. Advantage on strength check, strength savings. Oh, and its weight is multiplied by 8. The growth. It doesn't say anything about carry weight.
Let's do this. Let's make if you want to enlarge yourself, go ahead and make a strength check on the bar table to unattach it. Go ahead.
A large creature's carrying capacity and lifting capacity is doubled.
Oh.
That's the official ruling. Yes.
Nice. Okay.
So if you
So-
go from medium to large, it is double what you was previously. From large to huge, it is doubled once more. Like in
Okay. So we're looking at 240 then. All right, cool. Strength check, you said?
Mm-hmm. You casting enlarge on yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. You hunch down inside this cabin, this massive skeletal being, and you grab a hold of the bar and you strength check.
15 minus 1, 14.
14.
You have advantage because you're large.
Yeah, I know. The other one was a natural 4.
Oh.
Holy shit. Big sad.
I'm gonna say with the jarring of the train, Rick, you succeed in prying it the rest of the way off, and manage to use it as like a buoy to skyrocket yourself to the surface.
I mean, I'm still enclosed in the thing.
Oh shoot, you're right. Yeah. So what do
I
you do?
have to burn the spell slot to door out.
You also have Bardic Inspiration. You have Bardic Inspiration, so maybe you can use that to get even stronger.
There's a lot of stuff I have to do down here because I also have to deal with the fake dead guy.
True. Sag.
So Stonks is probably spending at least another turn down here. We're in
Okay.
prep mode.
So maybe we should pick up with this next episode.
Yeah.
But first,
I mean, all I was going to do is take Homie with me.
okay.
So the thing is, oh wait, no, I have to be technically carrying it, so I can't small myself. I need something that can help me with that.
I mean, it's in the water and it's made of wood, so already it's lighter than it would be.
And now that the pressure has been balanced and the rail car is full, you can just open the door.
Will the bar fit through there?
Yeah, it's a big sliding.
Okay, cool. Then Hachimachi. How many 4th levels? I have 2 left. Okay, cool. I have enough to do this. Cool. I look at the one who's pretending to be asleep. Can I just burn through like multiple actions, or we want to bounce back and forth?
Let's head over to Dodger real quick and see ya.
Yeah. Okay. Jump back up.
See ya, and giving the help action. Dodger, go ahead and make those sleight of hand checks.
The 19.
Okay, that's the 3rd horse saved.
Let's go ahead and do the 4th one.
Yeah, just go ahead and do the 4th one.
23.
You have saved the horses.
And it's only the 4 of them in this car.
There are more. Yeah, okay. You guys go up for air again.
Horses to drown.
You guys go up for air again and head back down for more horses. Stonks.
Okay. Here's the game plan. First things first. Look at dude pretending to be dead.
Okay.
Polymorph him into a tortoise. Wisdom save of 17.
Saves.
Silvery barbs.
17 on the money.
Okay, cool. I don't get to deal with this guy then. He gets to get away. All right, cool. I am no longer big. In that case, I open the door and push the bar out.
Okay. It
Woo. I call out to Bastion. Bastion! I can't get that guy out because he has to be willing. I take a good hard look at him.
Okay.
Actually, no. I have a different thing. Oh, can I mind spike him? Same
Sure.
thing, wisdom 17.
Sure. That's a D12, Jeff. Fail.
Okay, cool. I know his location
Okay.
indefinitely as long as I concentrate on the spell. I leave.
Okay. And you're not large size anymore.
No, because I'm concentrating on
You get
Mind
kicked in the
spike.
head a little bit as people have swarmed to the floating bar to latch onto it for safety. But you appear. And you have cleared it. Dodger and Sia. You guys spend a good chunk of time. Give me 3 more rolls. At advantage because of Sia.
14.
14. That one does come loose. Next one. Sia, make a dex save
20.
as the horse kicks violently in a panic. 20. That's one more open.
17.
17. Okay, you avoid being you avoid getting a hole punched through you by a horse.
22.
Okay. 22 is good to go. And the rest of the horses have died. But you managed to save an additional 3 horses. Okay.
What if I didn't go back up for air? Because, like, with my Constitution modifier, I didn't have to go back up for air.
Sure. Well, I mean, they died by the crash, not suffocation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. With this horrible turn of events that nobody saw coming at all, the party is reeling from the act of terror that has been wielded against Lord Ramus and his trains. We are diving into an interesting... We'll be fighting for a good couple of episodes, I think. We'll be at this for a hot minute. And honestly, the players have earned it. This is my combat squad, and so they've been very good. They haven't been complaining about all the RP. So get in here next week for the people who are raiding Lord Ramus's estates. And that, my friends, is where we're going to call it for the night. Be sure to tune in on Saturday for Void Scourge in Space, and on Tuesday for Terraform. I'm SirFeffers, your humble DM, and if you want to get caught up, you can head over to the YouTube Jake and Feffers. For now, friends, stick around. We are going to be doing a raid, and head over to the Discord if you want to join our motley community. We are as chaotic as we are wholesome. That's it for me. I'm SirFeffers, your humble DM. Let me throw it over to Stonks.
Hello. I play Stonks. He is a skeleton. I enjoyed getting to hang out with Bastion. It's cute seeing someone who's just in their first lifetime of undeath. We really got to figure out a way to separate him from that bar. That's whack. Looking forward to meet Ramus. Hopefully he's not dead. Also smells like Lucky Bitch Bishop, low key. Smells like the cat. Yeah, upset that I didn't get to make that guy a tortoise. That complicates things, but it's whatever. I cared more about Bastion. I didn't want to spend another hour down there. I could have waited him out, but meh. I mean, he would have had to leave eventually.
You're gonna get up?
Only one of us can stay down here forever. Jake.
Hello, I'm CritFailJake. You can check on Instagram. I play Dodger. Saved horses, good. Didn't get his donut, bad. Finally is going to make a house call and see some people he has not seen in a good long while. See how that goes. Probably not next week, but whenever we're done with combat.
Might be a minute. It's a big castle.
But that's okay because I have a mortar now. We gonna play. I'll have to get stats about that from you. Yeah. You know, when we started on this little train ride, I almost put into our little group chat. Who was the faction who was blowing up the railways when we would visit that one town? I hope they're not doing that anymore.
That was Lucky Bitch Bishop's crew, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they're still up to their shenanigans. So I guess Bart's not the only cat that has to die.
Kill my fucking cat.
With that, Offbeat.
What up? I am Offbeat Outlaw. I am big sad. Yesterday's sad that he's lost his cat. He had a cat for like an episode, and Feff immediately killed it.
Did I?
Instantly out of cold blood. You saw it happen. The feline adventuring reconnaissance tabby is no more. So all that fan art, all that lovely work is gone. Goodbye.
Okay, but real quick, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
If we do find his corpse, Donks can bring it back to the skeleton, and then it can just be farts. Feline.
Venturing reconnaissance tabby skeleton.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. So
fair.
there's a silver lining that could possibly be made.
Big sad. I miss the cat already. Excited to use the huge object as cover / bulwark in the upcoming fight. Because I get to use, I'm just gonna be using that as mobile cover to storm them with a mortar in the back.
Riot shields.
Riot shield pagoda.
That's a meme.
Pass to Luna.
Hi, I'm LunaWolfSpirit. Help save horses. I'm bad at flirting.
I think you did great.
Sia did
I think
something.
you did great.
Yeah, that's all I got. Pass it to Jared.
Isn't poor flirting like more endearing though?
Yeah.
Usually.
Problem
in
is
the
that
movies and
Sia's
stuff?
supposed to be good at it. I just can't be it well.
You as a player did a great job. You push. I challenged you to an awkward scenario to grow as a player, and you rose to the challenge. Actually, I didn't even challenge you. You guys did this yourself.
Wasn't me.
No, it was Luna. It was back at Outback Steakhouse,
Yeah.
and she was like, "I mean."
Yeah, I don't really have anything to, I just barely didn't shotgun that guy outright.
On principle.
Yeah. Looking forward to the next episode. That's all I got.
All right, and that leaves us with Stonks,
I already went.
who has
I was
already
the first
gone.
one.
Get in this raid.
I was last.
Is that everybody? Did we actually? Okay, everyone pile into this raid. We're going to kick it with the smoking barrel. They're playing Rocky. Have a fantastic rest of your evening, my friends. Bye-bye.
Bye.